Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. This is our prize picks video. We are going to be talking about the NBA slate on Taco Tuesday, March 5th. We've got
Tuesday!
He didn't tell me he was going to be doing that. If you guys heard that, if you're
they heard
you
it.
still hear me, that didn't just blast your eardrums. All right, so we're going to be talking about the NBA slate on Taco Tuesday. And we've got 9 games. And we've got some exciting matchups. I say that every single slate because I just love playing DFS. But I am excited for my Suns facing the Nuggets in primetime tomorrow night on TNT and Max. And the Celtics Cavs. So gonna have some good primetime games. We have some other good matchups too. We'll get into all that. We don't need to break down the whole slate, but we've got another 2-man power play for you tonight. We've been featuring these more because we've been having a lot of success in our Discord with them. And so we're kind of changing our approach a little bit. And we're going to give you another 2-man power play that we like. We came close. We'll go over the whole recap. I know you guys want to talk all about Paul George. We'll go over all that. I know, guys. I know. So before we get started, if you've not signed up for Prize Picks and want to give it a shot, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. They're going to just double what you put on. So you deposit 100, you get 200 to play with. Just throw that code in and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because these plays do move on us pretty quickly sometimes. So if you want to jump on the value right when we drop the videos, just make sure you're subscribed. And if you guys don't mind, just do us a favor and like the video. I promise we won't have more nights. Well, we will have more nights with this Paul George type situation, but it just hurts more when you take an under and it doesn't hit, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so these are the plays we're going to be covering tonight. We're going to be taking Jaylen Johnson over 8.5 rebounds and Paolo Banchero over 5.5 assists. Before we break these down, though, we just want to tell you guys once again, those of you who watch the channel, and maybe some of you already have the Daily Grind DFS tools, but they've been awesome for us. We use them day in and day out. They're the first company to approach us and want to work out a partnership. And we actually, that's not true. We had other companies that were like online casino type stuff that wanted us to basically tell you guys about these online casinos, and they were literally gonna like our pay would be a percentage of money that our viewers lose on these casinos, and we're like, we're not doing that.
We would have made a lot of money, but
no, but we were just like, that was the first company to reach out to us, and they're like, we love your channel, check this out. And we're like, guys, we don't want, this is not the way we want to do things with our viewers.
We're trying to make you guys money.
Yeah, we've never talked about that with you guys, but we turned that down. And then Daily Grind approached us, and we're like, this is something we're excited about. So the DFS Optimizer is our go-to. And I also love the middling tool. It's really cool. They have 2 other tools as well. All of them are great. They're a really good company, but they're hooking up all of our viewers with 25% off if you use code BACKDOOR. So there's a link in the description of the video if you guys want to check that out, but definitely take advantage of those savings because 25% off is a good deal for how much value these tools provide. We love them. So definitely check them out. All right, so let's get into this recap. Now, let's talk about Paul George. First of all, if you guys remember in the video, I loved this because he hadn't gone over this many times, but also I was like, he's going to have Giannis on him is what I was thinking. And so I took this in a bunch of slips. I was locking it in last night. I'm like, I think this is going to move. I was excited about it. And Giannis last minute DNP. And even with Giannis out, he was under this line until like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They ended up losing that game, but he cashed this with just like 4 minutes left. I do still believe if Giannis was in the game, it would have been a different story. There's no way to know that for sure. But there was definitely some lapses in defense. They were leaving Paul George wide open for these 3-pointers. It was just frustrating, but I get it, guys. And there's just like a different type of anxiety when you take an under. Like if we would have taken the over and Paul George made it to like 25 and didn't get to that 26, we'd be like, oh, he 0.5'd us and stuff. But I get it. When you take an under, you're just like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? It was a stupid pick. I don't feel that way. If I would have known Giannis was out last night when I took the pick, I wouldn't have taken it. But anyways, guys, it was still a close call. He cashed it in the last 5 minutes of the game. Other than that, we took Marvin Bagley, 8.5 rebounds and assists. He crushed this. He went for 13. Nikola Vucevic, 13.5 rebounds and assists. He crushed this, went for 15. And Denny Avdia, 13.5 points. He did well with that too. He went for 16. Sorry, I just realized that we just did our underdog video and I just read all of ours off instead of passing it over to you.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, no. I just took Avdia and Vucevic. They both hit. They had good nights. I would have taken the Paul George one over and over if Giannis had played. That's the game you play sometimes. Sometimes they just DNP last second. You can't predict these things. That's been our luck since the beginning of this channel, whether it's us taking players or the players that are playing against them that we feel good about the matchup and stuff. You just never know. I mean, that's professional sports. We can't play for these guys. We can only tell you the value that we see. And if you guys don't agree with it, it's up to you to not play it. So that's why we say take what you like, take what you don't like. Ultimately, we're trying to get you the best picks, but things happen. It's all good. We'll bounce back.
Yeah, I definitely threw out disclaimers. If you're uncomfortable taking an under, don't take it. Yeah. But who's to say? Giannis could have played and Paul George could have went for 35 points. You never know, but I felt really good about that play. And then our daily show, we had the power play, 2-man power play. Dosunmu, this is a bummer, man. This was a 0.5. We took him at 7.5 rebounds and assists for more. He made it to 7. He had so many opportunities, man. I felt like this should have cashed. That was a frustrating. We, at the tail end of that game, we're just sitting here hoping for Vooch to cash, hoping for Dosunmu, and it just didn't go the way for Dosunmu to hit. But your Cam Johnson play hit, that out of the gates was great. So thankful for that. And we're getting on the right track here. I felt good about all these plays, and this is I feel better about our approach moving forward. We've been having a lot of success in the Discord. It's 50 cents a day if you guys want to check that out. We'll go over all that in just a minute. For now, let's break down these plays. So the play here I'm going to cover is Jaylen Johnson over 8.5 rebounds. If we take a look at this over under, we've got 216.5 over under. And the Knicks are favored by just 2.5. The Knicks are pretty banged up right now. I don't know if Jalen Brunson's going to end up playing. I would be surprised. If you watch that game when he hurt his knee, it looked pretty bad. I was pretty concerned for him, and you don't want to see them lose Jalen. So they're better off playing it safe. We'll see. He's a grinder, though. He's going to want to play. If he has any chance of playing, he's going to want to play. But Jaylen Johnson has gone over this line 7 out of his last 10 games, and he's been on a little bit of a heater here. Over the last 5, 4 out of his last 5 he's hit, and he's got a good matchup. What I like about this is on outlier here, if you go to overall, the Knicks are number 2 in rebounds allowed, still 40.5 per game, but they're second in the NBA on allowing rebounds overall. And then when you go over to the small forward position, there's a soft spot here. Jaylen Johnson, the position he plays, they're 21st. So there's definitely a soft spot there for him to take advantage. We still have Onyeka Okonkwo. Sorry, a hard one to say. We still have him out, and I know they don't play the same position, but those are still vacated rebounds that Jalen's getting to take advantage of here. He's killing it as a rookie. I mentioned it in the underdog video. We took this play as well, but Jordy, he got on Jordy's radar early on in the season. And then as soon as I started watching this guy play, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy does not look like a rookie out there. And they're not treating him like a rookie. He's getting 35.7 minutes per game over the last 5 games, 1.6 fouls. So he's got a really clean game. He's not getting in foul trouble. Like I said, we've got this juiced matchup here. So feeling really confident about this play. If we hop over to Daily Grind, they have this as his top play available on Prize Picks. They have it at a 53% odds to hit the over, and Daily Grind's odds are at a -132. We've said it a million times, but Daily Grind's odds are the ones I trust the most because it's not affected by all of these other platforms that have people betting in a certain direction, so they move the odds based on where the bets are being placed and whatnot. But Across the board, everyone's got this at the lowest odds is a minus 127. But we have a lot of minus 130s, minus 135. We got a minus 145. So feeling good about this play. If you guys definitely, or if you want to check out Outlier, I really think you should. You get a 7-day free trial. There's a link in the description of the video. Try it out for 7 days. Take advantage of that week with this extra statistical analysis. These guys are the best in the business. They cover everything. So if you do give it a shot, make sure you explore all of the options that this thing provides because it's pretty killer. All right, so I'm going to pass it over to Jordy for that Paolo Banchero play.
Yeah, man. So before I get into old Paolo Banchero here, I'm going to tell you guys about Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another prop betting app just like Prize Picks. But what they do that no other app does is I can take this Paolo Banchero line. They'll give it to me at 5.5, and I can bump it down to like 4.5 and get like a 1.2x. Or if I think he's going to go crazy, I could bump it up to like 6 or 7.5 and get like a 4x on it. And you can go all the way up to 100x with their plays. I think you can take as many as, 6 or 8 picks?
You can go up to 8.
So yeah, so you can go up to 8 plays, and there's so much crazy value and so many crazy lines on there. Like there was a line the other day where it was like LeBron James to get the first assist of the game, and I thought that was pretty fun. So I put like, that in one of my slips, and it was like a 5x. He didn't get it, but the point is they have really cool lines, and you can bet as low as $1 too. Prize Picks has like the $5 minimum, but you can bet as low as $1 minimum on there and go for like a crazy $1 play and just throw a bunch of crazy stuff on there. So it's a lot of fun to play around with. You guys should definitely go check it out. If you use code BACKDOOR at checkout, they'll give you a 100% deposit match, just like Prize Picks. So you could put $100 on and get $200 to play with. And it's only iOS right now, but the Android version is coming out March 18th, and they're working on a website for desktop. So definitely stay tuned for the desktop app. I can't wait to be making slips on there because I'm on my computer a lot, so it just makes more sense for me. But yeah, so let's get into this Paolo Banchero play. This assist line, I feel pretty good about it. Over the last 5, it looks pretty rough. He's 0.5'd it twice and missed it twice, and he's hit it once. But if you look at the last 20, he's done this a lot more than the last 5 tells you. He's done this 13 out of his last 20 games, 6 out of his last 10, and he's done this in 2 of the head-to-heads. 2 out of 4 of the head-to-heads he's done against Charlotte here. It's a great matchup for him. They're ranked 30th to small forwards in assists allowed, giving up 5 a game. You can definitely see that makes sense here when he's gone for 5 a couple times, but he has gone over this line. Last time they played was in December, and he went for 8. And honestly, like, his assisting game has gotten only better as the year's gone on. He was getting like 2 and 3 assists when the year first started, and now he's getting like 8 and 7 a game, sometimes 10. So the dude is really dialing it in really quickly. The dude is progressing in his career so fast, and it's been fun to watch. Injury report, nothing crazy. Obviously for the Hornets, they have a lot of injuries, but we don't really care about that. If we want to look at the over-under on this game really quick, we've got a, where are we at here? We've got a 205 or 207.5 over-under with an 8.5 point favorite to the Orlando Magic. I think the game's probably going to be a little bit more high-scoring than that, in my opinion. But yeah, if we look at the play on Daily Grind here, I had them pulled up, but it always refreshes on me. Let's see here. So this play is his top play. It's 53.24% and a minus 133 to go over. So great odds across the board. Some people have this all the way up at a minus 140. So we're feeling really good about this play. And yeah, that's going to do it for me, man.
All right. Yeah, guys, and like I was saying, we've been getting into these 2-man plays, the power play, and I got to shout out our analyst Moose in our Discord because he went on this wild heater. He went like 25 out of like, what was it, like a 25-day run where I think he went like 19 out of 25 days in the green, and it wasn't just like he was hitting one slip. It was like he was hitting like 3 or 4 2-man slips every day, and our Discord community was going nuts. He's like a hero in there right now. But it got me, I've played 2-mans before, and then I started messing around making my own 2-man slips, and I'm like, dude, this is like, these hit so much more often. You don't get as high of a payout, but what I like to do, I've gotten the habit of doing, is I'll put like 15 or 20 bucks on like a 2-man slip. I'll make a couple of those that I feel comfortable about, depending on, where my bankroll's at. If I'm coming off of a good night, I'll play a little bit more. But if I have to play a little more conservatively, then I'll just run like $15, and then it covers all your plays for the day. So we're still putting out like 6-mans and 4-mans and stuff in our Discord. But right now we want to just kind of get some wins going here. And this has been such a good tool for us that we want to stop for now giving you guys, 6 different plays that you guys are always taking maybe as like a 6-man or like a 4-man. And we want to kind of show you a little bit of what we've been doing in the Discord that's been working for us. I'm going to hop over to the Discord for a minute and show you guys. This was our night tonight. And again, we don't save these plays for the Discord and withhold them from our videos. It just happens to be that we're in here all day. There's Moose right there. He had 3 pop off. He had a 4-man and a couple 2-mans. But this dude's great. And we also have Consul in here who's been going. Consul just hit a 6-man the other day. Consul's been really close to going on a heater with the 6-mans, but we have a really good community in here, and we work together. There's some chalkboard wins tonight. I believe he took Moose's plays. Yeah, he's crediting Moose there. It's your boy Rich over there taking advantage of chalkboard and maybe getting some higher payouts with some of those lines. But we have a really good time, guys, and you can see we have our Share Your Picks channel. So it's not just like Jordy has right there some League of Legends plays, but it's not just the analysts. So Moose already has some for tomorrow, some 2-man setup. But it's not just the analysts, like our community shares in here too. So we've kind of got this like synergy going that's been great. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, it's about 50 cents a day, and it's just a really good community. So if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description of the video. It doesn't cost much, and just go through that link, go up to server subscriptions, and then subscribe. It'll unlock all the channels for you. Hop into the community chat, let us know that you're new, and we will show you around. And you've got 4 analysts in there. Whenever you have questions about stuff, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Definitely also, if you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, use code BACKDOOR. They'll match your first deposit up to $100 and give you 2 pick'em specials. And that's going to do it. I guess that covers everything. I'm still just jarred from the Taco Tuesday drop that Jordan didn't tell me he was going to drop. But yeah, okay. So, all right. Yeah, that's going to do it. My Underdog play, they ended up just giving me a little win for that one. On Underdog, we got the sweep. We hit 4, and we had one, Hendricks, he ended up leaving the game. So they did their version of a reboot. But yeah, go sign up for Underdog, link in the description of the video, and that video is already out. So we hope you guys have a great night. We'll catch you tomorrow for the daily show, and we'll enjoy some Taco Tuesday on this killer slate we have tomorrow.
All right, good luck, guys.